It's tragic that these incidents occurred, and one of the things that we're really concerned about is how many guns are so easily accessible.
It was a violent and deadly night all across the city of Columbus. Columbus police reporting 3 people are dead, multiple others injured in 3 separate shootings overnight. Thanks for joining us for NBC4 at 11. I'm Kyle Beachy. Gunfire first erupted on the streets of the Short North at 2:33 a.m. Multiple people there injured in that incident. Officers also involved in the shooting. An hour later, police were called to another shooting on St. Clair Avenue in South Linden. 2 people, including the suspect, died from this shooting. 3 others were injured. And then at 4:41, police say there was another deadly shooting on East Whittier Street on the city's south side. This means 2 mass shootings happening in just a matter of hours in the city of Columbus this morning. NBC4's Anna Hoffman breaks down what we know about each of those incidents.
All down North High Street, shop windows look like this. Bullet holes in the glass. Police had High Street blocked off from 2nd Avenue to Goodell Street for nearly 12 hours this morning to investigate. This was only the first mass shooting to happen in Columbus this morning. 3 hours, 3 separate shootings across the city of Columbus.
At this time, we don't think that they're connected. Again, this is a preliminary investigation.
At 2:33 in the morning, police responded to the first shooting on the 600 block of North High Street. CPD says when they arrived, more gunshots fired off nearby, prompting multiple officers to fire back. No officers were hurt. Police have not given a clear number of victims or people involved.
What we do know is with BCI being in charge of this investigation, and of course us helping, we want to be as thorough as we can.
Just an hour later on St. Clair Avenue in South Linden, police were called to another mass shooting. CPD says this time there were 5 total victims. Police say 28-year-old Taylon Rowland died on the scene. Then 29-year-old Keith Pleasant, who police have identified as the suspect, died in the hospital hours later from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Then at 4:41, police get another shooting call, this time on the south side of Columbus. Police say 36-year-old David Davis was shot and killed following an argument. So far, this makes a total of 3 people dead, 4 others confirmed injured, and many questions remaining.
Obviously, as police, we want to be able to make sure that we make people as safe as possible, but when you have a situation where anyone can have a gun with no checks and balances, what we're seeing is the guns are readily available.
Again, Ohio BCI is in charge of the investigation into the officer-involved shooting in the Short North. We are pushing to find out answers, and we'll update you as soon as we learn more. Local for you in the Short North, I'm Anna Hoffman, NBC4.
Thank you, Anna. And people in the Short North are reacting to the violence, with many of them saying they don't feel safe. NBC4's Delaney Ruth has more on the shootings from the mayor, the chief of police, and people who live in the neighborhood.
Short North residents woke up to High Street shut down from 2nd Avenue to Goodale because of an overnight shooting involving Columbus police officers. And this was not the only incident throughout the night, with more people killed or injured in 2 other shootings. Chief of Police Elaine Bryant says gun laws changed last June, and now police are seeing more weapons readily available.
Officers were here. We had officers around, they were working, they were present, which is why they were able to respond so quickly, because they were here. So we need to figure out, how do we get control of this gun situation? How do we get the guns out of their hands? Why is everybody walking around with a weapon?
We spoke to residents of the Short North who are concerned with all the violence. One resident says he and his fiance do sometimes frequent bars and restaurants in the area late at night.
We do that from time to time. I know like down there is like by Marcella's maybe where it happens, a nicer spot. So I mean, yeah, I guess I have to be a little bit more cautious moving forward.
And another resident tells me that the violence has escalated recently with the warmer weather.
But I just don't leave my house after midnight. It's too dangerous.
He says he's also worried about looser gun laws.
Anyone can carry a gun on the street. It's not illegal. That's the way they made it. So this is what we deal with.
And Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther says enough is enough.
And we need the state and federal government to step up to do their part to keep guns off our streets. And if they don't have the courage to do that, then they at least need to get out of our way and let us do it.
To help with all the gun violence, Mayor Ginther is calling for common sense gun safety laws and asks parents to give their kids a curfew. Local for you, I'm Delaney Ruth, NBC4.